when he said that he is the last brick of the castle of prophethood. Did he say this or not in Khutbah Ilhamiyah? What does that mean? Okay, when he is the last prophet to come in this ummah, and after him there's no prophet. What does that mean? This is called Khatamun Nabiyyin. What do you mean, Tahir bhai?
Now you're gonna tell me, how do you reconcile these two different appearances mentioned by the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? If it was the same person that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had seen at Mi'raj.
You're giving me again, brother Ahmad. I believe that fundamentally something is very wrong in the education of maybe Ahmadiyya system. Sorry, I have to say this.
Mirza Sahib, I watched that and you can play on it. It claims to be Khatamun Nabiyyin, the last prophet.
You are not answering any of my questions, okay? So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, Tahir bhai, please note down the question you need to answer in your turn. Question number 1. Was Mirza Sahib the last prophet? I.e., what I mean is, after Mirza Sahib, can a prophet come? That question number 1. And when you're addressing this question, you need to tell us, are you aware of the reference of Mirza Tahir Sahib I gave? If you are aware, please comment. If you're not aware, you can clearly say, no, I am not aware. Likewise, the references from Tashhizul Adhan. Are you aware of those references? If yes, please comment. I will put them on the screen. If not, please tell us that you are not aware. Okay. Point number 2. You said that I conceded. Please, Tahir bhai, don't use these tactics. I have not conceded anything whatsoever. I am standing by my word. Mirza Sahib meant from Guru's incarnation. And after that, you said that Khataman Nabiyyin, he never claimed that to be Tahir bhai. When he said that he is the last brick of the castle of prophethood, did he say this or not in Khutbah Ilhamiyah? What does that mean? Okay. Secondly, when he is the last prophet to come in this ummah, and after him there's no prophet, what does that mean? This is called Khatamun Nabiyyin. What do you mean, Tahir bhai? And after that, you said that why I did the prophecy if I claim that if somebody makes a claim of prophethood, we can't even ask him. We are not asking Mirza Sahib at all that please tell us, are you truthful? No. We are basically exposing for the people. We are educating the people who have accepted him a prophet on his own criterion. He was not a truthful prophet. We are exposing them. We are not asking him to tell us. Okay. And after that, the death of Isa alayhi salam. I told earlier, Brother Yamini is debating on 30th of September. Raziullah, all of you come and back up Brother Raziullah, and let's assembly debate with you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Brother Imtiaz, I think these questions have been already answered. The issue is, I'm like the fourth person who's going to, I don't want to go into the repetition because people will say you're not answering. And I want to address not just you four sitting here, but the people that are listening to this. What is the methodology upon which we have come to the conclusion that the promised Messiah is the second coming? And we said, death of Jesus is first. Let's put it to the side. It's already been answered. But it's also based on the fact that if Isa alayhi salam has died and he's passed away, then what is the outcome? What is the outcome that we do have? And you say you don't have anything. Where's Buruz? Where is Zilli? Where have you taken that from? When Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam tells us in Sahih Bukhari the two separate, identities of Messiah. One he saw in the night of Mi'raj, and the second he saw during Tawaf of Kaaba, who was going to come and slay Masih ad-Dajjal. Okay. Now you're gonna tell me, how do you reconcile these two different appearances mentioned by the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? If it was the same person that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had seen at Mi'raj, and it was the same person, and he's referring to both the same people. And if you want, I can read, I can show the hadith on the screen as well, where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, فَإِذَا رَجُلٌ آدَمٌ كَأَحْسَنِ مَا يُرَى مِنْ أُدَمِ الرِّجَالِ. Right? He says, then I saw a man in my dream, a man of brown color, that the best one can see among. But when he saw Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, he said he was broad chest and reddish skin and curly hair. So it's not just that we've concocted this out of nowhere, right? This has been done step by step. This is why the first step is what we mentioned now. That's it. Over the last 30 seconds, the promised Messiah alayhi salam, as I mentioned, categorically has never said he is the last prophet. He's never said that. The only point that's been made is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told us to accept one prophet that's going to come. Laysa bayni wa baynahu nabi. There's no prophet between me and him. So whatever we've been informed, ma ataakum rasulu fakhuduhu, whatever prophet gives, you take that. You don't move to the next step. When Prophet ﷺ came, when he said, accept me, someone said, what about who comes after you? That would be an idiotic question. Deal with the person that's come, accept him first, and then move to the next, next idea or a discussion that you want to have. Jazakallah.
Right. No problem. So, okay, Tahir bhai, please don't use this, what you said at the end about me, that my questions are of this category. Please don't use this. People don't like this, brother. Okay, so you said that these questions have already been answered. If that is the case, let me ask you answer as well, so people can know that yes, they were answered. So just remind us, okay? Are you aware of the reference of Mirza Tahir Sahib? If you are aware, tell us what you have to say on that. If you are not aware, tell us that you are not aware. Simple is that. Question number two. Can a prophet come after Mirza Sahib? You said it has already been answered. No problem. You answer as well. There's no problem in that. Okay, these two questions. Reference on Mirza Tahir Sahib, number one. And number two, can a prophet come after Mirza Sahib? Is question number two. Okay. Then after that, you giving me again, Brother Ahmed. I believe there's fundamentally something is very wrong in the education of maybe Ahmadiyya system. Sorry, I have to say this because don't give us the rational arguments. At the end, you said, "Ma atakumur rusulu fakhuzuhu,
No,
wa ma
Rasulu, Rasulu.
nahakum anhu fantahu." Whatever the messenger gives you, take it. Whatever he forbid from it. And our Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has given us both of these two things, and we are going to say what are those three things? That La Nabi Abadi and Isa ibn Maryam will come as well. So we are obeying this ayah of the Quran that Ma Atakum Rasul, we are obeying that. Samena Matana, we are obeying that. You are giving the rational argument to reject Quran and Sunnah. Come on, what you doing here? Okay, after that, you said that, you said that Mirza Sahib never said about Khataman. First of all, the discussion today was not particularly on the world of Khataman Nabiyyin, but let me tell you again, when he said, I am the last brick of the castle of prophethood, what does that mean? Please comment on that.
Okay, the issue with the stream is that I think people can look back and see, and they can say that the Ahmadis weren't answering. Ahmadis will say they weren't answering. The question is, I asked you specifically. I gave you a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ where he mentioned two different appearances of a Messiah. None of you deal with this hadith. It's in Bukhari. You never address this hadith. Address this hadith in the next time of yours. As I have said, the stream and the video that you had publicized, you said Mirza Sahib, I watched that, and you can play on. It claims to be Khatamun Nabeen, the last prophet. This was your claim, and that's what you were making. You brought all of these different references. That all of them, when you were presenting it, I was saying these references are self-explanatory. He says Khatamul Khulafa. His claim first step is he's come within the ummah of the prophet. So you can't call him independent or he's outside of that. So and that whole thing of him becoming the 10. He's from the ummah. He's not independent. That's the point. Imamukum minkum. And the thing with regards to the question of can a prophet come after the promised Messiah, we have numerously answered this before, and we've said to you the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam specifically prophesied about the coming of a Messiah. Right? He had passed away. And the whole point is people need to realize is that this was going to happen. If you think that someone's going to descend from the sky and everybody was going to believe, this is against the sunnah of Allah. It didn't even happen for Rasulullah himself. People had to reject. And when he says there is a resemblance between the Jews and you, as I mentioned, what did the Jews do? What was a trial for them? How did they treat their Messiah? Did he come according to their understanding? Was it Elijah that came from the heavens physically? All of these questions need to be answered. You sit here, bring out these references, Ahmadis needs to answer, but you don't answer the fundamental questions. Huliyatain, and Rasulullah ﷺ says resemblance between the Jews, and he met, and what does Rasulullah mean by this? And what happened to the Jews? How did they reject the Messiah? Please answer these questions as well.
So let me go in the backward order. The things you mentioned, you said that there are two different appearances of Masih, and I am not addressing that. I have addressed that, and my answer is, listen, brother, very carefully. Today's stream was Mirza Sahib claiming to be the last prophet, i.e. Khataman Nabiyyin. Because your point is not related to that, but I have already told you this debate is happening with Raziullah and Yamani. Come and back up Raziullah. Let me see that, how you prove that, and bring all of these references over there. So I want to focus on the topic in this discussion. And next, your point was that, you said that, Mirza Sahib never claimed to be prophet, as you said before. Please, once you will respond on that, he said he is the last brick of the castle of prophethood, Kasr Nabuwat. Okay, once you explain that, I will respond to you. And then, please, brother, you are not answering any of my questions. Okay, I'm going to repeat my question, and please, if you want to address these two questions. Can a prophet come after Mirza Sahib? Number one. Number two. Are you aware of the reference of Mirza Tahir Sahib? If you are, respond. If you are not, say I am not aware. I'm only giving you these two questions to address, and I'm finishing my term here. I don't want to go on any other topic.
Okay, Jazakallah. So you try to show that there's some sort of a contradiction between what I mean. How many times are we going to answer this question with regards to the prophethood? After the Promised Messiah, many people have answered it before. This is one and the last time I'm going to answer this. There's no contradiction in that statement. You have to understand that permissibility or probability of prophethood is mentioned in the Quran under Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You have to understand this. But we have not been informed by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam about any other person who's going to come as a prophet, as Masih ibn Maryam, who's going to come at the end of time. And we believe is the Promised Messiah under that category, that specific category that we mentioned, and we're bound to believe in that. If you haven't believed the Messiah who's come for you, why do you even care about someone who's going to come after? It's a fallacy. It makes no sense.
After this, it was just going in circles, and I want to save your time. Let me just point out two things. Number one, did you notice that I kept asking him, Mr. Rahil Ahmad, your fourth Caliph Mirza Tahir Ahmad has mentioned in video in black and white that other than Mirza Ghulam Qadiani, no other prophet can come.
जी फरमाइए हजूर। मेरा सवाल ये है कि हम इस बात पे पुख्ता यकीन रखते हैं कि कोई भी नया नबी आ सकता है। क्या कोई भी नया नबी आ सकता है बशर्ते कि वो हज़रत मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की उम्मत में से हो, कोई नई शरीयत लेके ना आए। तो क्या हज़रत मसीह मौऊद अलैहिस्सलाम ने किसी नए नबी के आने की पेशगोई फरमाई थी?
हज़रत मसीह ने किसी और नबी की पेशगोई नहीं फरमाई।
तो क्या वो नबी जो है जमात अहमदियत में से होंगे या किसी भी?
नहीं, पेशगोई नहीं है तो कहाँ से होगा वो?
But Mr. Rahil Ahmad, the official Ahmadi Murabbi, he did not say anything about that statement of his fourth caliph. Why? I let you decide. Secondly, watch this one.
The Promised Messiah, as I mentioned, categorically has never said he is the last prophet. He's never said.
Did you see? Rahil Ahmad is saying that I have given you categorical answer that Mirza Ghulam Qadiani never said that he is the last messenger. Mr. Rahil Ahmad, he did say, Mirza Ghulam Qadiani did say that he is the last messenger. Reference is on the screen. My dear Ahmadis, I let you decide. Wake up before it's too late.